Good day, guys. Welcome to JS Academy. And our topic for today is on what? Function. All right. So now we have different types of function. But before we move into that, there are various categories of function. So we have constant function or single and multi-value function. So example of single or multi-value type of function. This is an example of what? A constant function. Then when you have a multi-value function, you have something like this. Now for explicit and implicit, so the difference between the both is that for explicit function, the independent variable, which is x, is expressed directly in relation to y. So this is what I'm talking about. For explicit function, you can have y is equals to what? 2x plus 5. So this is an explicit function. But for an implicit function, then you will have it together, something like this: y minus 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. This is an explicit function because they are expressed together, so not in value. Or y is not the subject of value of the formula for anything here. So you get. Now for odd and even function, remember I choose not to write function. So if your function of minus x is equals to minus f, then you call this a what? An odd function. If the answer is going to give you a negative, then you can call it an odd function. But if your function of minus x is equals to function of x or fx, then you can say it is what? Even. Are you with me? I'm trying to make this as short as possible. So you can call this an even function. Are you with me? Then the next one is power function. This is very easy to know. Your f of x is equals to what? 7x to the power of 3, or x to the power of 1 over 4. It is obvious from what we are saying here. This is called a power function. Now for the algebraic function, it is divided into 3. We have our linear, quadratic, and what? Cubic. So we'll be limiting it to that. We also have polynomial, but we won't go into that because of the scope of our video for today. So let's just limit it to 3. So for the linear, of course, in our previous class, I told you that this is our linear function. The highest power is 1. Then for our quadratic, we have ax squared plus bx plus c. We have a constant. These are our constants here. Then for polynomial, for cubic, of course, we know it is ax to the power of what? Cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d, depending on how you want it. So it's not about you trying to cram everything, for you to understand. It keeps on going on and on like that. Now for the transcendental, it comprises of about 4 subtopic under it. First one, we have what? Exponential. So for our exponential function, you can say our f of x or y, you can replace it with y, it's still the same thing. Is equals to what? A to the power of what? X. Are you with me? Now for the logarithmic expression, for the log, we have function of x is equals to what? Log x base a. Then we also have what? Trigonometry. Trig, we have trig function. So that's f of x is equals to what? Sine x or cosine x, either of the two. Then the final one is what? Inverse. It is represented by what? This is the sign for inverse. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's quickly dive into the example. I'm very sure you guys understand what I'm explaining, and if you don't understand, you can reverse the video back and watch it again. So now let us move into the example so that you can understand all that I've been saying so far. Now, the solution. So starting with, you have a function of x, is equals to x squared minus 2x plus 5, and you are told to find the function of x plus 1. So this simply means that whenever you see x, you put x plus 1. So now for solution 1 or solution A, function of x plus 1 is equal to what? This is x square, right? So it will be in brackets x plus 1 square minus 2 in brackets x plus 1 plus what? 5. And after doing that, then you expand. Now, I made a video on difference of two square on this, so you'll be applying the same thing here. So this will give us what? X square plus what? 2x plus 1. If you haven't watched the video, you can check one of my channel, or I'll paste the what? Link to the video in the description below. This is x square plus 2x minus 1. If you expand this, then minus 2x minus 2 plus what? 5. Then you rearrange. This 2x will cancel this 2x. So you are left with what? Plus 1 minus 2 plus 5. So this gives us what? X square. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Plus 4. This is our final answer for this, without wasting much of our time. Soft talk. Now, for the second one, you have the function of what? X plus h close brackets. Then you have a function of x. So this is how we solve something like this. You have to take note of the function here. So now for this, let's solve together for b. So we put s plus h here for the first one. S plus h in brackets square minus 2. Remember, let me do it in this way that you guys are going to understand. So this expression that I'm giving here is for the function of s plus h. S plus h plus what? 5. Now we all know that function of x still remains this, so we just rewrite it, but be careful because of the sign minus. Then we'll open an entire bracket for it. This is the function of what? X itself. So we have x squared minus 2x plus 5. So we can now expand. If you expand this, you have what? X squared plus what? 2xh plus what? H squared minus 2x minus 2h plus 5 minus. So if you are expanding this, then the sign will change. This becomes what? Minus x squared plus what? 2x minus 5. So now some things can cancel each other here, such as 5 can cancel each other. Then your x squared can cancel this x. So we are left with what? 2xh plus h squared. So this minus 2x, this plus 2x, they can also cancel each other. Then we are left with what? Minus 2h. That's all. This is our final answer. So you can now rewrite by saying f of x plus h bracket minus f of x is equal to what? 2xh plus h squared minus 2h. Now for the next one, which is c, they ask you to divide it by just ordinary h. This h is different from what? This is not equal to function of h. Assuming they ask us to divide it by the function of h, then we have to input h in the all of this before we now divide by h. So since they are not asking us to do that, for c, we will just divide the whole of this. Since we have gotten this here, so we just rewrite 2sh plus h squared minus 2h, all divided by what? H. Remember in mathematics, this is the same thing as saying 2xh over h plus h squared over h minus 2h over h. So now this cancel this cancel out this, following the law of indices, and this cancel this. So our answer here is what? 2x plus h minus 2. That is our final answer for question this. Now for this next one, with the knowledge of this, you guys should apply this and solve it yourself, and comment your answer in the comment section below. Write your answer in the comment section below. So I'll be using this question here to find inverse. I'll tell you guys on how to find inverse. So now, in order for us to solve a question like this, okay, I'll be giving you guys a cheat code here. We have to tackle this first. Then after that, we can now find our inverse. So this is what we are talking about here. This is function of what? X, sorry, x plus 5 is equals to x squared minus 5x plus 7. So we expand. This is equals to what? X plus 5 in bracket square minus 5 in bracket x plus 5 plus 7. So after doing that, this becomes what? X squared plus what? 2 times x times 5. That's what? 10x plus 25. That is if you expand this. How am I able to do this? I've already made a video on how to calculate this offhand. So that's a video for another time. If you expand this, this is 5x minus times plus, that is minus 25 plus 7. So remember, we are still dealing with this. This becomes x squared. 10x minus 5x will give us what? Plus 5x minus 25 plus 25 will cancel minus 25. And we are left with what? Plus 7. To look for the inverse of this. And I thought to look for the inverse of this. So this is how you do it. Remember, the inverse is what? Function of minus x or what? 4x minus 3. So you change this to y is equals to what? 4x minus 3. Then you bring this to the other side. That becomes what? Y minus 3 is equals to what? 4x. Then you divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. So it will now be what? Function or inverse of what? This will become what? X minus 3 over what? 4. So this is where I will be stopping for function for today. In our next class, I'll be teaching you the function of function only. So I'll be teaching you, okay, all right. Yeah, sorry, this is supposed to be plus. Thank you. This is plus 3. So now in our next class, I'll be teaching you on how to solve question on function of function. So I hope you guys understand this class. And if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching our video. See you in our next class. Thank you.